Welcome to Curtin for the crucial Marine Harvest Premiership match between Kinlochshiel and Kyles Athletic. Two teams just getting ready ahead of throw-up. Referee Janangus Gillis has had a word with both sets of players. The captain Scott Kennedy for Kinlochshiel and Gordon White for Kyles have shaked hands, and one of these two will get their hands on the Shinty's league prize at the end of the season. A cracking day at Curtin, a large crowd gathering for what should be a very entertaining match indeed. And we're underway at Curtin. Teams fight for the ball in the middle of the park. Finlay McRae going in a challenge on Thomas White. Shiel who win possession in midfield though. Finlay McRae sending it into the forward lines. Scott McLean getting a touch. Donald Irvin unable to get it away. Shiel have possession through John McRae, slipping it through to the outside where Keith McRae picks up, just unable to get distance on that. Scott McLean runs out to collect, back to McRae, a chip ball in towards the edge of the area, and a free hit to Kyles Athletic. Cammy Keith impeded and a chance for them to clear the line. So a bright opening from Kinlochshiel, attacking the Kyles goals from the throw-up, trying not to give the visitors a chance just to settle into this game, and goalkeeper John White will take the free hit, strikes it well into the Shiel half. Conor Cormack gets a touch, Grant Irvin's after him. Nice control from Cormack, closed down though by Irvin. Donald Nixon back helping. Neither team really able to hold on to the ball. Nice play from Kyles though. Grant Irvin firing it into a ruck of players, but Davy Faulkner pushing it out of the defensive area. Here come Shiel again, White, Kyles again. White plays it in, but Mark McDonald clears his lines. Earns a round of applause from the crowd. Kyles have it back through Andy King. Sends play out to the left side. He was looking for Robbie McLeod, but Donald Nixon gets to that. His clearance deflects off McLeod. The ball going out of play. It'll be a shy to Kinlochshiel on that far side of the park. Ball well struck into the midfield, taken down by Finlay McRae. He's quickly closed down, but Donald Nixon picks up, sends the ball down the right channel. Scott McLean's after it, but Donald Irvin just using his body to shield that one, allowing the ball to run out of play, and a goal hit to Kyles is the outcome. Oliver McRae picking up the Buckshee forward position for Kinlochshiel. John McRae on the left, Keith McRae on the right, and Scott McLean in the full forward slot. Ball knocked down by Conor Cormack. Robbie McLeod's going for it, but Donald Nixon stretches, gets a touch. Good play again from Shiel as they move the ball about. There's a chance at the back post, driven in. Great goal for Kinlochshiel. It's Keith McRae who finishes it off. Well, dream start for the home side. It was a chance on the left side, just left to centre for McRae, and he rifled that one high into the net, giving goalkeeper John White no chance at all, and that's just the start. Kinlochshiel will have wanted 4 minutes gone, and it's first blood to the West Coast side. Quickly back underway, and again it's Shiel trying to press forward. Ross McRae clearing his lines. Picked up in the middle of the park by Donald Nixon, pushes it out to Finlay McRae, sends it long again held up by Scott McLean. Turns, good challenging on him by Irvin. Cross comes in, it's stopped with his feet by John White. It's knocked out. It's going to be a corner to Kinlochshiel on that far side of the park, which Donald Nixon will take. Well, always a bit of pre-match nerves before these games, but that's just exactly the start. Kinlochshiel will I wanted to have made. It's a good corner from Nixon. It's knocked away by Donald Irvin. Robbie McLeod clears his lines, picked up by Grant Irvin, takes a touch, drives it down the right side. Running on that far side, Sandy McKenzie is looking for Scott McDonald at the back post. Just checks. Well, strike came in, but it was wide, but that's more encouraging from Kyles. Showing a good response to going a goal behind. But Scott Kennedy in the home goal, not under any threat from that one. Both teams with one match remaining after this game. Kinlochshiel is a tricky trip to Mossfield to play Oban Camanachd. And for Kyles, well, it's a home match against bottom side Glasgow Middergyle. Here they come, Shiel again, Scott McLean. It's a good ball across, good defending from Andy King. Manages to clear his lines, that one going out of play. Kyles claiming for it, and Kyles getting it. Gordon White on this near side, just asking for a bit of space. Play this one up the park. That one deflecting back out of play again though. Really good crowd gathered for this day. Conditions just perfect. It's been a good week in the West Coast, just a bit of rain one of the days. Pitch inspections yesterday afternoon, yesterday evening, and again this morning, all ruling the pitch playable. And that's something that'll please Kinlochshiel, given they've given up home advantage in their last two home matches. And Kyles, of course, having their own difficulties getting games played at Tunnabruch. They too have been on the road, and whichever of these two teams comes out on top in this division, well, it'll be quite remarkable given the travelling that they've had to do throughout the season. That's a better shy in from Gordon White, a bouncing ball, nice touch from Grant Irvin. Spreads play down. Kyles left, Scott McDonald's after it, but he's not going to reach that one. It goes out of play, it'll be a shy to Kinlochshiel deep inside their own half. David Faulkner just off to retrieve the ball, captain of the side that lifted Macaulay. Kyles at pick up though from the shy. Here's Robbie McLeod, well cleared by Conor Cormack. And good play from Donald Nixon. He'll be an important player for Kinlochshiel today. Nice touch from Keith McRae, knocks it forward. John McRae turning, defending from Kyles though. Cammy Keith staying doggedly to the task. He's got more work to do here. John McRae playing this one in, but Andy King. Kyles just soaking up the pressure. Sandy McKenzie's come deep for this one, but his ball forward's intercepted. It's Duncan D. McRae in the midfield onto Oliver McRae. Scott McLean spreading play out to the right side. Oliver McRae again, driving it in, stopped by White. And he clears his lines. Whistle going on that far side of the park. It's going to be a Kyles ball. Andy King just moving across to that far side to take it. Very accomplished defender for Kyles. Nice touch from Scott McDonald at Scotland under 17 cap, just knocks it on. Colin McDonald collects. Kinlochshiel defending well. Paul McRae showing some nice touches before clearing it forward. John McRae makes a bit of space for himself, has a look up. Maybe just had too much time there. Andy King clearing, but Shiel have it back. That one's steering out of play. Well, just reached the 10-minute mark in this game. Kinlochshiel with the breakthrough. The only goal coming after 4 minutes from Keith McRae. Getting ready to play this shy. They're normally well hit. That one is. Scott McLean unable to get there, but Donald Irvin clearing his lines. David Faulkner in the challenge, he's penalised. Kyles with a set piece chance just inside the Kinlochshiel half, just left of centre. Thomas White looking to take that one quickly, but Donald Nixon had other ideas. High ball in to the edge of the D. Here's a chance. Good goalkeeping from Scott Kennedy. Well, that was as good a chance as Shiel have had. Finlay McRae winning possession in the midfield. The home side go back on the attack, but that's Cammy Keith clearing that one away. Whistle's gone. It's going to be a set piece chance for the home side. John McRae standing over the ball. Well, they do have one or two rehearsed routines to call on Kinlochshiel. Interesting to see just what they do here. Scott McLean's at the back post. John McRae just waiting for the runners. Oliver McRae makes a run short. In comes Keith McRae from the right side. It's flicked across. McRae's a tight angle, fires it in off the keeper. In comes a rebound, and it's 2-0. It's 2-0 to Kinlochshiel. It's a rehearsed routine. It's Oliver McRae who got the goal. In quickly on the rebound. And Kinlochshiel making that set piece opportunity work for them. Keith McRae's shot initially blocked by John White, but with 12 minutes played, it's 2-0 to the hosts. Well, Kyles need to spark a response. They're trying to do that at the moment through Sandy McKenzie. Ball into Colin MacDonald, holds possession, spreads it out the far side to Scott MacDonald, turns it infield, but it's just a red line at the back for Shiel. And Mark MacDonald's going to take the chance just to clear this one down the park. Bouncing ball, it's controlled by Keith McRae. He knocks it back to Duncan D.A. McRae. Quickly blocked though by Gordon White, and Grant Irvin picks up. Conor Cormack not getting any distance on that clearance. Here come Kyles again. Whistle's gone. Sandy McKenzie impeded. This free hit chance for Kyles. Gordon White standing over it, spreads play out to the right. Grant Irvin turning. And the Shiel defence is standing up to everything being thrown at them at the moment. And a chance for them to clear their lines. Paul McRae, the Kinlochshiel fullback, just spreading that one out to the right side. Donald Nixon going for it with Robbie McLeod, the ball going out of play off the Kylesman last. Kinlochshiel will have the shy. Finlay McRae playing this one into it. His brother Keith McKay on the left side. Jockeying, showing too much of that one though to Kyle's defence. Kyle's break forward. Paul McRae in challenging on Scott McDonald, but it's Mark McDonald who clears. Kyle's pick up again in midfield. Gordon White runs from Colin McDonald, tries the reverse pass. Grant Irvin picks up. Chance, and that's just not far away from Scott McDonald. Better from Kyles. The shot wasn't on target, but it did have Scott Kennedy scrambling just to cover his angles. Ball going out though, and the goal hit will be taken by the keeper. Grant Irvin winning it, just a slip by Scott McDonald allows Donald Nixon to play it on. Looks like a push in the back on Scott McDonald. It's going to be another set piece chance for Kyles. Thomas White standing over it. Nice ball from Grant Irvin. It was looking for Scott McDonald at the edge of the D. David Faulkner just holding off the threat, clearing it out of play just by the corner flag on the Kyles ride. Here's the cross from McKenzie, shooting chance at the back post for Grant Irvin, just never caught that one. Didn't catch that one as he would have liked. Ball going out of play, goal hit is the outcome. Johnston Gill shouting instruction from the Kinlochshiel touchline, but he's got to be happy with the start his team have made. 18 minutes on the clock, the lead by 2-0. Andy King clearing his lines, picks out Scott McDonald on that left side for Kyles, on to Colin McDonald. Paul McRae challenging, but he's penalised. It's going to be a free hit to Kyles on that far side. The Kyles left, Robbie McLeod quickly into position to get it. Kyles know they need to score next. They are a team with a never say die attitude. They've pulled a few results out of the bag when been trailing this season. They're going to need to do that again if they're going to take something from this game. Colin McDonald trying to get a shot in, but it's David Faulkner who clears at the back, and here come Kinlochshiel. Keith McRae and Andy King challenging for it, and it's Robbie McLeod who plays it away. Scott McDonald turns it inside. Colin McDonald, Paul McRae with him. McDonald playing it in low, stop by Conor Cormack though, clears it away, flicked on by Finlay McRae again. Andy King in on the challenge, Gordon White picking up, Duncan D and McRae putting him under pressure. Finlay McRae is on it. Good blocking challenge from Thomas White. Here's Gordon White driving it in low. And Grant Irvin wasn't too far away from getting a touch on that when the ball eventually running out of play. And goal hit again will be taken by Scott Kennedy. Great to see such a healthy crowd at a Shinty League match. Here's Keith McRae sending it long. Scott McLean proving a handful for Donald Irvin. Andy King in there challenging. as Kyle's tried to get it away. Gordon White comes deep, but well, looked to be pushed in the back there, but Scott McLean gets away with that one, drives it towards the back post, but it goes out of play. Goal hit.
Cover now, lads. Marky tight. Keep shouting at the Marky. Right, Pete. Hard work. Hard work. Ollie, hard work.
Grant Irvin just showing too much of that one to Donald Nixon, sends it towards the corner flag on the right side. Donald Irvin winning the challenge with Scott McLean. Robbie McLeod under pressure, gets it away though. Conor Cormack winning possession back for Shiel. Dangerous ball, well taken by Donald Irvin. Here's John McRae looking for Scott McLean. Whistle's gone, it's going to be a free hit to Kyles. Scott McLean protesting his innocence, but referee Janangas Gill is unfazed. Ball deflected down by Conor Cormack. Finlay McRae in on the challenge, but Donald Nixon in to help. Again, it's a good ball forward from Nixon. He's made a good start to this game. Donald Irvin clearing his lines. Conor Cormack to Keith McRae. Down the right side, Scott McLean has a bit of space, time to look up. Takes that ball a bit closer to the D. Shiel just trying to create something. John McRae has it, turns, takes a deflection. That'll be a corner to Kinlochshiel on the far side of the park, the Shiel right, so Donald Nixon making his way across to take this one. Well, even at this early in the stage in the game, if Kinlochshiel can get another goal, it's going to leave them in a very commanding position. Might need a Nixon just retrieving the ball, getting ready to play this one in. Taken down by Keith McRae. Is Oliver McRae again, chipping the ball in towards the edge of the D. But Donald Irvin proving equal to it. Ball knocked out for a Kinlochshiel shy on the left side by the corner flag. Here comes Keith McRae with the shy. Defended well though by Kyles. Ball running back out of play just below our commentary spot. It's going to be another Kinlochshiel shy, and it's going to be taken by their talisman, Finlay McRae. One of a number of players in the park that will be involved in the Scottish international trials ahead of the meeting with Ireland at the end of next month. Andy King deflecting that one away under pressure from Oliver McRae. McRae is penalised, and that's going to be a free hit to Kyles. And we'd like to welcome listeners to Cohen FM. We had a wee bit of a bother getting the commentary set up for this game, a problem when they're generated, but it does look as if we're back online now. So if you've just picked us up on Coolin FM, I can tell you that Kinlochshiel have a 2-0 lead in this game, 25 minutes into it. They struck early in the match through well hit Keith McRae goal, and Oliver McRae making it 2-0 in 12 minutes. So Keith McRae and Oliver McRae, the goal scorers, and Kinlochshiel lead by 2-0. Good shy infield from Mark MacDonald, dropping into the goal area, batted away by Andy King, and again he picks up the knockdown, drives it up the right side. Finlay McRae launching it into the defensive area, well chested down by Donald Irvin. Clears it into midfield. Scott MacDonald challenging, does well. Played on by Thomas White. Here's Colin MacDonald, just slips. Paul McRae penalised for that challenge. And it's going to be a free hit to Kyles. Robbie McLeod standing over it, driven in on the goal area, but that one taking a deflection. It's going to be a corner to Kyles on the right side. Gordon White, their captain, moving up into position. He will take it. As I look up, there's an urgency about Kyle's play. Well driven across. Shooting chance for Scott MacDonald. A strike coming in eventually, but again deflected away. It's going to be another corner. So a bit of pressure on the Kinlochshiel goal again. Gordon White moving across to take it. Shield defenders just making sure they don't give their forwards any space whatsoever. Concentration key here with this corner. It's just scrambled away. Good defending. Donald Nixon completing the clearance. Andy King wins it back for Kyles though. Conor Cormack put under pressure by Colin MacDonald. Paul McRae, good challenge on him. Cormack getting it away. Whistle's gone. And it's going to be a free hit to Kinlochshiel. And Andy King just having a word with the referee. Conor Cormack striking it well. Down the right side, Scott McLean gathering possession. His ball in field, but it's Grant Irvin who's come back, doing the hard work. Knocks it out to Thomas White. His ball forwards touched on by Scott MacDonald to Sandy McKenzie. On to Colin MacDonald, holding off Paul McRae, releasing Grant Irvin on the left side. Finlay McRae's with him. Irvin pass inside, but it's Kinlochshiel who are going to clear from this one. It's Finlay McRae who sends it long. Goes McRae in challenging, but here come Shiel. Scott McLean linking up well. It's Keith McRae who has it on the far side. Cross to the back post, nobody there. Cammy Keith's going to get to that one first. Clearing it out of the defensive area. It's picked up by Gordon White. His ball will go straight to Finlay McRae. He spreads play out to that right side. Keith McRae, it's a nice turn from Keith McRae. It's a race on for possession at the back post. Scott McLean does well. Picks out Duncan D.A. McRae, drives it into the edge of the D. Ball deflecting out to the right side. Keith McRae picking up, flashes that one across goal, wide of target, and goal judge John McLeod signalling for a goal hit to Kyles. We're just approaching the 30-minute mark, and it's still Kinlochshiel who hold on to that 2-goal lead. Keith McRae and Oliver McRae getting the goals, but still plenty of work for them to do if they're going to get a crucial 2 points out of this game. On the far side is with Robbie McLeod of Kyles. He's taking the chance to take some water on board. Here's Andrew King. Robbie McLeod sends the shy into midfield. White picks up, just slips Gordon White. That allows Duncan D.A. McRae to play that one down the left channel. Scott McLean on his left side rolls it in. He was looking for Finlay McRae, but Kyles get it. Looking for over McRae rather. Kyles get it away, and it's Gordon White clearing up that right side of the park. Whistle's gone, pushing the back by Mark MacDonald on Sandy McKenzie. And it's going to be a free hit to Kyles, which Gordon White will take. White with it, drives it down the centre. Colin MacDonald takes the touch. Turning, drives it in, it just flushes across goal though. And that's going to be a goal hit to Kinlochshiel. Two neutral goal judges at today's match. John McLeod from Skye at the bottom goal. That's Ali Morrison also from Skye at the top goal, both helping Skye referee Janangus Gillis officiate this one. Here comes Scott Kennedy. That's some nice play from Oliver McRae, just gets past his marker, having to check back, picks out Keith McRae. Has had a great season for Shiel. On to Donald Nixon, drives this one towards the back post. Oliver McRae, can he turn? He can, drives it in. Took a deflection, it's going to be a corner again to Kinlochshiel on that far side of the park, and it's Donald Nixon who moves across to take it. 32 minutes played. Corner's knocked down by John McRae into the path of Duncan D. McRae, but Grant Irvin doing well, clearing his lines. That one drifts out. Kinlochshiel will have the shy just almost on the halfway line, and it's Mark MacDonald who's come forward to take it. Sends the ball spinning in field. Donald Nixon, a bit of good control. Keith McRae going to run to that far side. Donald Irvin's going to get to that first. Scott McLean coming in quickly to close him down, but Irvin clearing his lines. Possession on that far side is going to be Kyles, and it's Robbie McLeod who gathers the ball. Well struck. Here comes Gordon White at the back post, waltzing into the D, but Kyles just unable to cut through that Shield defence. They'll have to settle for a shy out on the right side. Just waiting for this one to be played in by Gordon White. Chested down by Mark MacDonald. Kyles pick up again through White, spreads play to the far post. Scott MacDonald plays a cross in. Nobody at the back post though. It's Finlay McRae who's come deep, drives it out. Only as far as Gordon White. Gets by Duncan D.A. McRae, then gets by Finlay McRae. Sends a bobbling ball into the goal area, well dealt with by Scott Kennedy. There's no margin for error there, and a corner to Kyles is the outcome. Kyles, Gordon White just moves across, he will take it. Keeper Kennedy again racing from his line just to make sure there was no opportunity for Kyles. They will have another set piece chance though on the right side again. So again up to Gordon White. Grant Irvin makes a run short. Just checks back into position. Sense of dropping ball. Irvin who picks up, moves the ball into a bit of space. Flicks it on. Thomas White. Robbie McLeod was trying to get a shot in there. It's Colin McDonald, but good defending from Kinlochshiel. It was Donald Nixon that got that one away. Bit of pressure from Kyles though in the latter part of this first half. Just 10 first half minutes remaining. Kinlochshiel 2, Kyles 0 in this vital Marine Harvest Premiership encounter. Remember, the sides just separated by goal difference at the moment, only 5 goals between them in Kyle's favour. Both teams with 1 match remaining. Here's Colin McDonald. Holds the ball up. But just too many Shield defenders there. Gordon White gathers possession, chips it in towards the edge of the D. It's a bouncing ball for Kennedy to deal with. And again, good goalkeeping from the Kinlochshiel captain, playing it out for the safety of a corner on Kyle's left side of the park, so Robbie McLeod will make his way to that far side to take it. Robbie McLeod. Well, it's a poor one. Donald Nixon gets in the way of it. Can't clear it. Kyle's have it back again, but Robbie McLeod driving it in, but again the red line at the back of the red back line for Kinlochshiel staying strong. Kyles will take encouragement though. They've pinned Shiel back for a few moments now, just trying to put pressure on keeper Scott Kennedy, trying to get the goal that would get them back into this one. Of course, trailing by 2 goals to 0 at the moment. So enough for them to think about at half time. They do have options on the bench. Duncan Kerr, Rupert Williamson, Innes MacDonald and Callum Miller all on the Kyles bench, so just waiting for this shy to be played in from the far side of the park. Faulkner playing it in, but it's Kyles who pick up in midfield through Gordon White to Sandy McKenzie. Takes a touch, gets it forward to Colin McDonald, dragging the ball onto his left side, just trying to push it through. Here's a shooting chance. Great shot and a great save from Scott Kennedy. All the strikes from Thomas White come in, but the goalkeeper watched it very carefully indeed. Earns a round of applause from the home support. And when Scott Kennedy was tested, he certainly came up trumps on that occasion. Kyle's trying to catch the attention of the referee. They're going to make a change. Scott McLean, who's coming off. Looks like Jordan Fraser, who's coming on to replace him. So first change been made by Kinlochshiel. Jordan Fraser joins the attack. He'll move on to the left side. Scott McLean's put a good shift in the opening period, and he leaves the park with 7 first half minutes remaining, and with Kyles leading by, Kinlochshiel rather, leading by 2 goals to 0. Players battling for possession out on that far side of the park, but it's Andy King who picks up a stray ball. He sends it on. David Faulkner in the challenge. That ball's gone out of play though. It's going to be a shy to Kyles. Robbie McLeod moves into position to take it. So well struck right in on the edge of the D. Paul McRae getting it away, took a sore one. And the referee stopping play, calling for some medical attention, I think, from the Kyles, from the Kinlochshiel bench. There'll be a couple of minutes maybe stoppage time at the end of this one. Not been too much by the way of breakages in play. Certainly a stop here when Paul McRae has been seen to. Just getting ready to restart play. Paul McRae's bandaged up. Yes. Bandage currently matching the colour of his shirt. Back in play, and it's Finlay McRae who sends that one long for Shiel. Jordan Fraser battling for possession. He's been penalised though. It's a decision that's not gone down well on the Kinlochshiel bench, but it will be a free hit to Kyles, which driven down the right channel. Chase on for it. Paul McRae getting a touch, but it's Colin McDonald who touches it back in. Still has it. Picked up though by Duncan D. McRae. He gets it away. Jordan Fraser sends it on. Ross McRae gets an important touch to that. Challenging on him by Keith McRae is good though. Donald Nixon driving it forward. Here come Kinlochshiel down the right channel. John McRae's in space on that side, drives it in, but that one going right across goal. Is it? Keith McRae chasing after it. He's going to keep it in play by the corner flag on the left side. Ross McRae getting a block in. It's going to be a Shiel ball. Just 90 seconds off the regulation. First 45 minutes to go. There will, I'm sure, be some time added on, especially due to the injury to Paul McRae. Fortunately for Shiel though, he is able to continue. And this corner on the left hand side of the park will be taken by Duncan D. McRae. Sends it in. Robbie McLeod defends it well. Conor Cormack winning it back for the home side, but again it's Robbie McLeod driving it forward. Again it's Conor Cormack who picks up, sends it high into the goal area. John McRae battling for it. Can he get a shot in? He can. Not far away from John McRae. Did that one catch the goalkeeper in the face? It may well have done. John White taking a very sore one indeed as that ball's driven in. Just to the side of the nose, just above the lip. We're back in play. That keeper staying on, and that's important for Kyles as they break forward in the first half stoppage time. Good defending from Finlay McRae, winning that challenge. Knocked down by Gordon White into the path of Sandy McKenzie. Picks out Grant Irvin, a nice pass. Irvin just a control ball forward. Finds Scott McDonald on the right side now for Kyles, sending it across goal. Conor Cormack getting to that first. Thomas White just slipping in the challenge. It's Cormack that sends it down the right channel, chested down by Keith McRae, but Andy King gets it away. Finlay McRae picking up, sending it on. Jordan Fraser holding off Cammy Keith. A reverse pass from John McRae back into the path of Jordan Fraser, but the defending is good from Donald Irvin. That's Kyles who break forward. Sandy McKenzie. Kyles. Andy King's had a solid first half, tries that one on, picked up by Mark McDonald though for Shiel, chested down by John McRae. A reverse pass to Jordan Fraser, turns, his efforts blocked. John McRae trying to retrieve it on that far side, just slipping, and that allows Donald Irvin to clear his lines. Neat control by Conor Cormack. Pushes it out for Kyles. Finlay McRae knocking it on to Duncan D. McRae, back to Mark McDonald. Conor Cormack, it's just a strike. Shiel were looking for it. John McRae picking up, trying to run. Kyles defending was good. Ross McRae in challenging. John McRae certainly not giving up. He's broken away with the ball, flicked on by Oliver McRae. It comes out to Keith McRae on that right side. He sends it in goalwards, but it's wide of the keeper's left post. It's a goal hit to Kyles. We've had 3.5 minutes of first half stoppage time. Referee's checked his watch on a couple of occasions. Goalkeeper John White just taking that nasty blow to the face. He sends the goal hit into the Shiel half, but home side defending it well. Here's Donald Irvin at the back for Kyles, drives it down the left side. Looks as if that's going to ever play though. It's going to be a shy to Kinlochshiel, which David Faulkner will move into position to take. It's four first half stoppage minutes have come and gone. And Shy is chested down by Philly McRae. He's quickly under pressure though. Kyles conjured up something late in the first half. Conor Cormack, good defending for Kinlochshiel, driving it down the left channel. First time ball in field from Jordan Fraser. John McRae keeps it moving, but Donald Irvin clearing at the back, a race on it for possession with Keith McRae. Robbie McLeod comes back to help out for Kyles, and there goes the first half. Irvin and Philly McRae cross Camanachd, and we're back underway in the second half. It's Shiel who win it from the restart, and John McRae picks up possession on that right side. Nice ball across goal, just too far away from Jordan Fraser. He keeps slipping as he challenges. Fraser trying to make a better angle for himself. Still has it on that left side for Shiel. A reverse pass, picks out Oliver McRae. Andy King following him. McRae crosses. Donald Irvin got a good touch to that. Managed to clear it away. Oliver McRae challenging there on Robbie McLeod, where he's been penalised. It's going to be a free hit to Kyles deep inside their own half. And fullback Donald Irvin moves out to the right side. He will take it. 2-0 is the advantage. It's in Kinlochshiel's favour. Scored twice early in the first half, but they'll be well aware that they led 2-0 in the corresponding fixture at Tinnaburg earlier in the season before Kyles came back to earn a point in a 2-2 draw. Here comes Shiel with Keith McRae onto Jordan Fraser. Oliver McRae sends it long. John McRae takes the touch. He's looking for the run from Oliver McRae, just asking too much of him. John White coming off his line, clears the ball, and Shiel will settle for a shy on the right side of the park, but midway inside the Kyles half. Donald Nixon moving across to take it. Very solid first half for Kinlochshiel. That's a good strike right into the danger area. Keeper having to race off his line. Goal judge signalling for an infringement, and it's going to be a free hit to Kyles and a chance for them to clear that off. Keeper John White standing over it, gets a signal from the referee. Just took a lump of turf with that clearance, but Gordon White picking up on the far side. Grant Irvin coming in to help out. Here come Kyles down the left channel with Colin McDonald flicking it in. He's looking for Thomas White, but Conor Cormack defending well. Kyles can back at it. It's a kick from Ross McRae penalised. It's going to be a free hit to Kinlochshiel and a chance for them to move the ball off the park. So just three minutes gone. Ali Nixon warming up on the Kinlochshiel bench. They made the one change in this match so far. Scott McLean of course starting, but Jordan Fraser coming on in his place, and here is Fraser, sends that one bouncing into the goal area, well stopped by the keeper. John McRae's onto the rebound, blocked again. That's good play from McRae. Walters his way through and he scored. It's John McRae who's made it 3-0 for Kinlochshiel, where persistence was the key word there for John McRae. Foiled on a couple of occasions, but kept at it, and eventually knocking the ball into the net with 4 minutes played in the second half. John McRae has made it Kinlochshiel 3, Kyles Athletic 0, and could that be the goal that puts Kinlochshiel into pole position in this title race? Well, delight from the Kinlochshiel support, and they're back on the attack again from the restart. Jordan Fraser picks up Touches it forward to John McRae, reverse pass. Looking for Fraser again, but Kyles get it away. Here's Robbie McLeod driving it down the left side. Nice control from Sandy McKenzie, turns it infield. Picks out Thomas White on the far side, but Shiel get it away. Robbie McLeod picks up. It's Gordon White rather, sends the ball down to the corner flag on the right side. Paul McRae first to it. And he clears his lines. It'll be a shy on that far side of the park to Kyles Athletic. Robbie McLeod getting ready to play it infield. Paul McRae getting it away. A bit of work for the referee to do in the middle of all of that. Angus Gillis just gone in, calming things down. It looks as if Kyles are going to make a change. The substitute cards are out on the far side of the park. Right, so Robbie McLeod on the left side, Donald Nixon following him across. And Paul McRae clears his lines for Robbie McRae holding off Andy King, but a bit too vociferous in the challenge, says referee Angus Gillis. That's going to be a free hit to Kyles, and Andy King gets into position to take it, drives it down the left side of the park. And some good play from Donald Nixon, clearing his lines for Kinlochshiel. Ross McRae playing that one away, but Oliver McRae collects. Ball runs loose and it's Grant Irvin who knocks it on. Colin McDonald trying to turn infield. Paul McRae sending it away. Oliver McRae again battling the stick. It's been held by Andy King, and the referee spotting that one. It's going to be a free hit to Shield, just inside their own half, just in front of their substitute Spence. Conor Cormack, former Bewley player, he moves across to take it. Cormack sends it forward right down the middle. John McRae chasing that one down. Still has it, trying to get the shot in. First attempt's blocked. Donald Irvin doing well to push that out. Andy King helping him, completing the clearance. Here comes Shiel again though. Finlay McRae sending it high, but just overhitting that when it runs out of play. And a goal hit to Kyles Athletic is the outcome, and with coming up 8 minutes gone in the second half, it's Kinlochshiel 3, Kyles Athletic 0 in this top of the table clash in the Marine Harvest Premiership. Kyles trying to win it back, but it's another Shiel attack. It's Keith McRae onto John McRae, finds Oliver McRae on the right side. Andy King challenging. Whistle's gone, it's going to be a Shiel ball.
Oliver, it's on the ground!
And Donald Nixon moves across to take it, just getting a signal from the referee asking whether it was a free hit or a shy. And the referee signalling it's a shy on the right side, which Nixon launches right across goal. Keith McRae was trying to flick it in, but it falls for the substitute. Duncan Kerr tries to get it away only as far as Duncan D. McRae drives it in wide. Well, it's into a ruck of players in fact. It's picked up by John McRae on the left side, turns. Ball drifting across to the back post, but that is going to run out of play, and it's going to be a goal hit to Kyles Athletic. Well, they're looking a bit more relaxed on the Kinlochshiel bench at the moment. They've got a 3-goal cushion in this game. They'll be taking nothing for granted, of course. Ali Nixon looks as if he's ready to come on. Just a question of when that change will be made. John White sending the ball into midfield. Robbie McLeod takes it down. He's under pressure by Donald Nixon, and Donald Nixon wins the shy. Ball going out of play off the Kylesman, and referee just giving the signal for the shy to be taken. No hurry for Kinlochshiel, and why would there be? They're leading by 3-0. It's struck in towards the edge of the D. Keeper John White read the danger very quickly off his line to clear. Duncan Kerr trying to play it on, but dispossessed by Duncan D. McRae. Ball falls kindly though for Kerr, and Grant Irvin sends it into the Kyle's half. Mark MacDonald, good control, pushes Shiel forward, but Andy King wins it back. Grant Irvin onto Sandy McKenzie, just leaving it to run on to Scott MacDonald. Sends Colin MacDonald chasing out to that left side. Paul McRae's with him. Blocking by Paul McRae in his opponent's path, and he clears out of defence. Andy King did well to steer that into the path of Grant Irvin. Finlay McRae strong in the challenge, holding off both Kyle's men, and he sends it long. John McRae taking a touch just ahead of Donald Irvin. Gives Jordan Fraser something to run onto. Cammy Keith getting a touch onto it, and Kyles will have a shy on that far side of the park. A lot of interest in this match, and that's evident with the big crowd that's turned up at Curtin today to watch this game. It may or may not be Kinlochshiel's last home competitive fixture. Remains to be seen just how the new pitch looks at the start of next season. But if it is the last game, then they could surely be leaving Curtin on a high if they can keep themselves in front in this penultimate round of fixtures for themselves and Kyles in the Marine Harvest Premiership. Ball goes into the edge of the D, well defended by Kyles. Shiel will have a corner on that far side of the park, and Duncan D. McRae makes a long run forward. He will take it. Again, Shiel just taking the sting out of this game. They have the lead, the 3-goal advantage, and no real rush on their part to move on to get the corner taken. Duncan D. McRae has it now, and looks up, checking for a bit of movement, sends it to the right side. Donald Nixon has it. His efforts blocked by Bobby McLeod. It's another strike by Keith McRae in on the goal area. Ball got out of play. It's going to be a goal hit to Kyle's Athletic, and well, in contrast, you can sense the urgency from John White as he gathers the ball, moves to quickly take this one, to move his side onto the attack. Ball into a ruck of players, picked up by Finlay McRae, surges down that left side. Thomas White in challenging, the ball's going out of play. It's going to be a shy to Kinlochshiel. Finlay McRae just stays with it on that far side, and in fact referee signalling that it's to be a free hit for the Shiel and Scotland player. Left sider just chips that one into the edge of the penalty area. Kyles defend it well though, and try to conjure up an attack of their own, but every winning challenge from Kinlochshiel is cheered by the home support. And Kyles have a free hit inside their own half. Shiel saying it was just a slip, but Andy King, unperturbed, he will take it, and we've got another change. It's Innes MacDonald who's coming on for Kyles. Looks like he'll join the attack in the full forward position. Colin MacDonald leaves the field of play. Twin full forward position, and Innes MacDonald moving up, and he's on the ball straight away. Deft passed inside, looking for Kerr. He got the shot in, he was under pressure, but the ball going wide. It's a goal hit as the outcome, but Innes MacDonald involved immediately, and Scott Kennedy places his ball on the edge of the D. Scott Kennedy, Kinlochshiel captain, Sends the ball into the centre circle. It's Donald Nixon, does well. Drives the ball down the right side. Donald Irvin challenging with Jordan Fraser. Oliver McRae plays it across goal, a bouncing ball. Keith McRae's on the far side, Ross McRae's with him. Just jockeying for a bit of position, Ross McRae blocking the initial effort. Thomas White was in there challenging, but Keith McRae eventually able to play it out towards the corner flag on the far side. John McRae turning it in. Jordan Fraser takes a touch, bursts into the D, but keeper gets it away. Finlay McRae. Well, there's a chance. Goes a begging, and it looked as if the offside flag may well have been up. A chance for Kyles to clear their lines. We've had just a fraction over the hour mark played. 3-0 Kinlochshiel lead. It's almost more than they could have hoped for at this stage in the match. They've taken the chances when they've come their way. They deserve to be in the lead. What can Kyles conjure up? It's Dunky Kerr on that far side, spinning the ball across goal, but Mark McDonald's in the way. Solid defending from Mark McDonald, gets it away. Oliver McRae, John McRae rather, trying to play it on, but I think he's going to send this one down the right side. The wind's starting to get up at Kirkton. Ball turned into the edge of the D, but again it's Mark McDonald who clears his lines. Keith McRae's come deep, sends it down the middle. Jordan Fraser took a nice touch, but just slipping on the surface allows Donald Irvin the chance to clear it away. Connor Cormack knocking it down, but Kyles again spreading play out to the left side. Sandy McKenzie playing that one in. Let's see what the referee's given. It's Kinlochshiel is just moving into position. Going to be a throw up, I think, between the two players. Throw up to restart play. Robbie McLeod and Donald Nixon. McLeod turns it in. Shooting chance for it. Innes McDonald stopped by Mark McDonald. There's Innes McDonald again, in goal, saved with his feet by Kennedy. Good goalkeeping. Well, Innes McDonald's been, it's twice now he's been involved in the play in the short space of time since he's come on. Kyles have a corner on that far side of the park. Grant Irvin runs short, shooting chance, good save again from Kennedy, stopping the ball with his feet, just flicks it out for a corner. Two good stops from the Shield keeper. Dunky Kerr again moving into position on that far side to take it, and steers it right into the D. The keeper's off his line, palms it away, and as McDonald picks up, drives it into a crowded goal area. But that one's wide, and a goal hit to Kyles Athletic. A goal hit rather to Kinlochshiel as the outcome, just waiting for the ball to be retrieved, and it remains Kinlochshiel 3, Kyles Athletic 0. Scott McDonald just staying as close to the goal hit as he can, looking to pick up in any mistakes, but it's well struck away by Kennedy, flicked on from midfield, and here come Shiel again. Jordan Fraser out to the left side, finds Oliver McRae, flashes that one right across goal, but a goal hit again is the outcome. So play quickly switching from one end to the other and then back again in this top of the table clash. A goal hit to Kyles is the outcome, and John White quickly launches the ball down the park into the centre circle. It goes. Shiel will come away with it. A nice play from Finlay McRae. John McRae sends it in, blocked. A race on for that ball out to the far side, and it's Donald Irvin who gets it away for Kyles. That ball running out of play down Kyles' right flank. Some nice skills from Finlay McRae as he juggled the ball on a run forward, held off a couple of challenges, and he moves slowly into position to take this shy on the far side of the park. 20 minutes gone in the second half, just 25 minutes remaining in this encounter. Shiel 3, Kyles 0. Well, the ball coming off the wire, as it does now and again, falls into the path of Donald Nixon. Still has it. Spreads play out towards the corner flag. John McRae's making a run, holding off Donald Irvin. Still John McRae turns, plays it inside. Kyles get this one away. Sandy Mackenzie coming deep. And again it's Donald Nixon. Drives it on. The Kinlochshiel challenge, cheered by their support, encouraging the team, wanting them to stay in front. A big effort is the call from the manager, Johnston Gill. Second spell in charge, beginning of the season. Donald Nixon now getting ready to take this shy from the right side. Gets a signal from the referee. Just slices off a stick a bit, but it's Finlay McRae who picks up, back to Donald Nixon. Quickly closed down by Thomas White. Robbie McLeod gets that one away. Runs out of play just below our commentary spot. Shy to Kyles on this, on their left side of the park. Robbie McLeod moves into place to take it. Sandy Mackenzie has it on the left side for Kyles, turns it in. Scott McDonald evades a couple of challenges, just can't get a shot in though. And is McDonald in to help, moves it out. Sandy Mackenzie takes a strike at it, but Scott Kennedy again doing well, took a sore one as he stopped that ball. He's had 3 efforts on target in the last 10 minutes or so. Scott Kennedy's had to deal with a keeper going down. He's going to need some treatment. I think there'll be a stop and play for them. Jordan Fraser already used, coming on for Scott McLean in the first half. Deserve to be in front. They have a 3-goal lead and they've got some defending to do. Robbie McLeod into Mackenzie. McLeod drives it in just across goal and out of play it goes. A goal hit is the outcome, and Kinlochshiel will be happy with that. We've passed the midway point in the second half, and for Kyles, well, they desperately need a goal to give them some encouragement. For Kinlochshiel, they'll be happy enough with the pattern of play as it's going on. Here come Kyles. Ball's well taken by Ennis McDonald. Combination of David Fulton and Mark McDonald trying to get it away. Grant Irvin picks up, so for Kyles on the right side, flashes it across. Shooting chance for Scott McDonald. Again, Shield blocking it. Grant Irvin taking a heavy one as he drove that ball in. Just making his way up onto his feet. Ball taking a deflection as it was driven in. It's going to be a corner to Kyles on the far side of the park, which Duncan Kerr will take. Kerr plays it in short, but it's a poor one. Stopped with his feet by Duncan D.A. McRae. Cleared at the midfield. Finlay McRae picks up. Jordan Fraser just missing his hit. Oliver McRae flicks it on though. John McRae picks up on the far side. He's got Keith McRae at the back post if he can find him. Opts to play it short. Jordan Fraser back to John McRae, slipping it into the edge of the D, but just nobody there. Jordan Fraser continued the run, and that one eventually run out of play, and a goal hit to Kyles is the outcome. John White quickly plays it in to the middle of the park. Hacking, says referee Janangus Gillis. That's going to be a free hit to Kinlochshiel. Cormac and Duncan D. McRae standing over it. Cormac will take it. Just Look up, steers it out to the right side. Has he overhit that one? He has. Goes out of play. Wind assisted, the ball just drifting out of the park, and a goal hit to Kyles. John White. Just making sure the ball's sitting kindly at the edge of the tee before playing it into midfield. Thomas White takes the touch. In nips Keith McRae to win it for Shiel. Jordan Fraser, a kick. He's spotted by the referee. It's going to be a free hit to Kyles. And Andy King moves across to take it. King looks up, sends the ball out to the right side. Grant Irvin trying to get away. But it's David Faulkner who comes across, thumps that one out. And it'll be a shy to Kyles on the far side of the park. Dunky Kerr and Thomas White was moving across. It's going to be White who takes it. Robbie McLeod makes the run short. In it comes McLeod, just unable to control it. In comes Kerr, picks up for Kyle, sends the ball down the right side. Thomas White on his left side, turns it in. Scott McDonald trying to conjure up a shooting chance. Mackenzie's in there as well. Here's Grant Irvin, tight angle. Ball deflected wide though. Kinlochshiel just getting bodies across that line, defending the goal well. And a corner to Kyles on the left side is the outcome. Robbie McLeod looking for the ball to played across to him quickly, desperate to keep the momentum. Ball comes across to the danger area, but again it's Shiel who get it away. Donald Nixon, good run forward, he was caught by Dunky Kerr. That's going to be a free hit to Kinlochshiel and a chance for them just to take the pressure away. Just 17 minutes remaining in this game. It's a 3-goal cushion for Kinlochshiel. Conor Cormack standing over it. And very shortly Shiel will be able to think about Oban, a final match against Oban Camanachd, one that could bring them the title for the first time. And they're on the attack. This ball's pushed out to the right side where John McRae picks up, drives it across goal. So that's wide of the keeper, and a goal hit is the outcome. White just getting ready to quickly send this into play, sends it down the right side. Dunky Kerr collects. Duncan D. McRae closing him down, but White playing it on. Conor Cormack just slipping as he put that ball away, but he cleared his lines. Oliver McRae picks up, Jordan Fraser lets it run. John McRae tussling with Irvin. McRae gets a shot in, good stop from the keeper. So race in on the rebound. McRae's helmet's come off. And well, Kyles scramble it away. Donald Irvin, well, he looked to clear the first time, but assistance from Kinlochshiel, and it's John McRae again. Super play. Oliver McRae turns it inside, but Donald Irvin this time will thump that one into the middle of the park, taken down by Dennis McDonald. Here's Thomas White. Scott McDonald's the target. Donald trying to spin away from Paul McRae, just can't escape the fullback's clutches. Conor Cormack coming back to help. Here's Innes McDonald. Shield though, good clear. Dunky Kerr sends it back in, and this time it's David Faulkner who breaks the clearance. Donald Irvin having to move out to do some defending. There's a pushing the back on him. It's going to be a free hit to Kyles, and well, with 15 minutes to go, it's Kinlochshiel who have a grip of this game. They lead by 3-0. Of course, a week off for both sides next week. It's the Kinlochshiel Camanachd Cup final. Love it and Newton Moore playing at 2 o'clock at the Buck Park in Inverness. Of course, the game as usual preceded by the Master Cup final. That's an 11:30 throw up, and Kinlochshiel and Lochaber's second teams take part in that game. Late change from Kyles. Have taken Callum Miller on his return from injury. He's going to slot in at full forward. It's Scott MacDonald who's gone off. So the last throw of the dice maybe for the Tinnaybrook men. Thomas White flashes that ball across goal. Sandy McKenzie picks up at the back post, just cuts inside trying to make the angle. Robbie McLeod drives it in. Miller dropping it down. But again, it's the Shield defence clearing their lines. Just waiting for the ball to be retrieved. Robbie McLeod has it. Batted out with the defensive area by Donald Nixon, picked up by Keith McRae. Spins around, does play it on. Cammy Keith being pressured by Jordan Fraser. And it's Fraser as well. Finlay McRae sending it long, giving John McRae something to chase at, but he's not going to reach that ball. It goes out of play, and again it will be a goal hit to Kyles, and Sean White already has a replacement ball, sends that into the middle of the park. It's Donald Nixon. Challenge on him by Grant Irvin. It's going to be a free hit to Kyles. Robbie McLeod in the middle of the park. Drives it down the middle. Mark McDonald getting a stick to it. Sandy McKenzie pressuring him. Ball breaks loose. Callum Miller turns it inside. And it's McDonald. Look to be bundled over by David Faulkner. It's going to be a free hit to Kyles, right of centre. Callum Miller standing over it. It was missed. Big games, of course, with an ankle injury in the lead up to this match. Well, that was played out to Thomas White with some great defending from Kinlochshiel, and they now break forward, and a trip on Jordan Fraser. That's going to be a free hit to Shiel. That was good defending from Kinlochshiel. They were under pressure there, but they've defended very well when asked to do so this afternoon, and the forwards of course have taken the chances. Jordan Fraser will need a bit of treatment after going down. And again, it's an opportunity for the players just to take some water, but Kinlochshiel will have a firm grip of this game. This close to play resume. Play will resume with a free hit to Kinlochshiel. Keith McRae standing over the ball. His 4th minute goal set them on their way today. He's been influential throughout this match. He's been influential indeed throughout the season. There's a shot coming in to the edge of the D. Oliver McRae trying to get there ahead of the King. He does. Ball to the back post. Keith McRae, but Kyles get it away. It's John White who got the last touch. It'll be a corner to Shiel, but they have the ball where they would like it at this stage in the game. They're managing out the closing stages of the match. If they can keep the ball up this side of the park, they'll be more than happy. Players just trying to make that yard of space ahead of the corner coming in. Just a scramble at the edge of the D, but Kyles get it away. Duncan Kerr picks up, sends it down the right side, and as McDonald stops it, David Faulkner's with him. McDonald sending it down that right side. Callum Miller turning infield. Again, it's dogged defending from Kinlochshiel. It's Mark McDonald this time who gets it away. And the King playing in. Robbie McLeod Thomas White rather in a bit of space, sends the ball high into the goal area, and Ennis McDonald knocks it down. Again, a good challenging. Grant Irvin takes the strike, it's wide of goal. And well, if there's to be any late fight back from Kyles, it's something soon that they need to get them on their way, because there's only 8.5 minutes of this game left. Paul McRae down on his knees, took a knock in that. The 4-night gap between this encounter and that game, so Paul McRae's up. Been in the wars today, but he's back in play. The ball steered into the middle of the park. Donald Nixon, a couple of nice touches onto Keith McRae's quickly under pressure though of Robbie McLeod playing it down the wing. Sandy McKenzie picks up, sends the ball out to the right. Callum Miller flicks it infield. Ennis McDonald after it. Still Ennis McDonald drives it in. Well, what a scramble to keep that out. Kyles claiming for a kick, but Scott Kennedy gets the pats in the back. It was Ennis McDonald that drove that one in. But the Shield goal surviving, and Kennedy, when he's been called into action in this game, he's stood up to anything thrown at him. Here comes the corner, played in low. It's Callum Miller trying to win it. Donald Nixon clearing it for Shield. Finlay McRae picks up. This ball forwards blocked by Robbie McLeod, but eventually the ball's fired out of play into the field by us, and it'll be another wait for play to get back underway as the ball's retrieved. 5 minutes remaining, and smiles from the Kinlochshiel support tell you that they think it's pretty much job done in this one. Robbie McLeod is ready to send the shy in. Here it comes. Conor Cormack has got a stick to it. Dunky Kerr plays it back to McLeod, fires it in, but that's well wide of goal, and a goal hit to Kyles is the outcome. A goal hit to Kinlochshiel, rather I should say, is the outcome. Scott Kennedy, Kinlochshiel captain. Well, it could be a special season for him indeed if he used to get his hands on the Marine Harvest Premiership, won by, or dominated by Newtonmore in recent years. Ball bouncing around in the middle of the park. It's Kyles who are keeping the pressure on in the closing stages. Dunky Kerr juggles the ball infield. Donald Nixon getting it away though. Jordan Fraser picks up. Sends a ball forward for John McRae to chase, but it's Donald Irvin who gets to that first. Clears it away. Oliver McRae in challenging with Andy King. Sends it to the edge of the D again. It's Donald Irvin who stops it, and it's Irvin who clears into the centre circle. Dunky Kerr drives it down the right side. Grant Irvin on his left side turns it in. Well, Scott McKenzie going for that one, just missing his hit. Mark McDonald's with him. Donald pushes in, gets a strike. It's blocked by McKenzie. McDonald again at the second attempt, only as far as Robbie McLeod. He turns it infield. Duncan D. McRae battling with Dunky Kerr for it. Who else but Finlay McRae completes the clearance, sends it on. Donald Irvin solid at the back though for Kyles, plays it out to that right side. Grant Irvin just unable to keep that one in play, and it will be a shy on that far side of the park. And as McDonald moves across, see the ball's retrieved. David Faulkner rather moving into position to take it. Kinlochshiel just taking their time, closing this one out. 2.5 minutes of the 90 remaining, plus any stoppage time added on by referee John Angus Gillis. Andy King challenging with John McRae. It's going to be a Kyle's ball on the far side, much to the displeasure of the Shield bench, but Kyle's sending it forward, but it's gone out of play. Well, Kyle's have never let up in this game. They've kept trying to press the Kinlochshiel goal, and they've asked questions of the Shield defence, but Shield have defended very well in the match. Anytime Scott Kennedy's been called into action, he's been first class, and it looks as if it's could be Kinlochshiel with just a one hand on the Marine Harvest Premiership trophy. They could go into their final match 2 points ahead, and they will have narrowed the goal difference, of course, or they will have overtaken Kyle's rather in the goal difference stakes. With this 3-0 win today, 6-goal swing in their favour if that's the way it finishes. I would put them 1 goal ahead, so if they can better Donald Irvin sending that one down the right side. David Faulkner and Innes McDonald swinging for it. The Shield man is penalised. It's going to be a free hit to Kyle's on the far side of the park. And just waiting for the set piece to be taken. Referee just checking his watch. Any time to be added on. It's chipped right into the back post. Grant Irvin's after it. Shield defend it. It'll be a goes out of play. Players race back into position. Scott Kennedy has the ball. 90 minutes are just about up. We're now moving into stoppage time in this game. And Scott Kennedy, Kinlochshiel keeper, sends the ball into the Kyle's half. Keith McRae taking it down, be challenged by Ross McRae. It's Keith McRae sending it out the left channel. It's a good play from John McRae to win that one. Runs straight into Andy King though. Andy King completes the clearance. Sends the ball out of play on that far side, and it'll be shy to be taken by Finlay McRae with just had a minute of stoppage time played. It looks all looking rosy for the home side. Finlay McRae, such an important figure for Kinlochshiel. Proved to be the same for Scotland too, I'm sure, as the international contest slips in. But before then, there's a league title to play for. Here comes Shield at the edge of the D. John McRae trying to force it through, but Irvin gets it away. Jordan Fraser picks up on the left side. Still Fraser looks up, drives it in. Goal from Jordan Fraser. Well, that's the way to finish it off. Jordan Fraser on the left side for Kinlochshiel. Ball looked to have evaded him, he didn't give up though, and then drove it in from the left side past keeper John White. And in second half stoppage time rather, it's Kinlochshiel will lead by 4-0, and they move into pole position in the Marine Harvest Premiership title race. Waiting for the ball to pass down for the restart. Kyle's win it from the restart. Drive at the centre of the Shield defence, but David Faulkner gets it away. Keith McRae's come deep, moves the ball up the right wing. John McRae controlling it. Donald Irvin with him. He's got Oliver McRae. Pushes it on to Jordan Fraser. Always looked lively since he's come on as a substitute. Turns it right across goal. It's Innes MacDonald who deflects that one away. Dropping back into defence, and it's a Kyle's corner, Kinlochshiel corner rather, on that right side of the park. Referee signalling for the corner to be taken. Just about 3 minutes of stoppage time gone. It's Jordan Fraser who moves into position. Can Kinlochshiel set up one last chance? It comes to the near post. But Andy King is there, just unable to get it away. Innes MacDonald completing the clearance. Finlay McRae picks up, but probably the only wrong move he's made all match. Playing that one short, but he needn't worry. Mark MacDonald's mopping up at the back. Innes MacDonald takes the ball down, does well to keep that in play. Moves it down the left side to Callum Miller. It's closed down by Mark MacDonald. Thomas White in helping, sweeps the ball across goal. It's a bouncing ball. David Faulkner trying to get it away. It spins off his stick. He's helped by Conor Cormack. Duncan D.A. McRae picks up. Duncan Kerr has it back though, sends it in on goal. Scott Kennedy watches it, but he watches it steer past his right post and out of play, and goal hit is the outcome. So, well, 4-0 is maybe a bit harsh on Kyle's. I don't know if there's been that margin in the contest, but Kinlochshiel have been the ones who have been clinical in front of goal. Make no mistake, they deserve their win here today, and if they can lift the title, they will more than have deserved that as well. Is it a final flourish from them? Lovely ball from Keith McRae to Oliver McRae, cuts it back, well read by Donald Irvin though. He moves the ball out to Robbie McLeod, challenging with Donald Nixon. Nixon penalised. It's going to be a free hit to Kyle's deep inside their own half. Almost 5 minutes of stoppage time played. We had 5 minutes of stoppage time at the end of the first half. It looks as if we're going to have something similar this period as Andy King sends the ball down the left flank. Scott McKenzie picks up, drives it in low, saved by Kennedy. Pushed away by Paul McRae out to this near side. Donald Nixon rather tries to clear, but there goes the final whistle, and the celebrations come on the Kinlochshiel side of the pitch. They're on the verge of making history. A 4-0 win against nearest challengers Kyle's Athletic leaves them as hot favourites to win a first Marine Harvest Premiership title. They have one match remaining. That one match is against Oban Camanachd at Mossfield. It comes in 2 weeks' time, but they've given themselves a great chance of securing the title. They now have a 2-point advantage going into the final round of fixtures. Kyle's, of course, will be at home to Glasgow Minergyle. They'll want to win that game, so there's no slip up.
What does that mean to you?
It means the world, really, because we knew fine this was going to be a real tough test, but that doesn't mean to say we don't have in our last game a really tough test against Oban, but this was one we had to win. A draw wasn't any good to us. A draw would have suited them even, but we got the win that we wanted, and I think we deserved the win for the amount of effort the lads did in the park there today, and I thought they were extremely fit, fast, some of the passing skills, and that was exactly the way we want to play Shinty, and we did that today, and we got our just reward for it.
4-0, that was quite good.
4-0 against Kyle's, no, it's not often that happens, but at the saying that, they were very unlucky on a few occasions today. Our goalkeeper was very smart. We had a few good stops today. I think we got our tactics right. We chose to play against the wind in the first half, thinking it would be slightly stronger in the second half. If that's part of the tactics, I don't know, but and it did come stronger in the second half. So that they couldn't get so many long balls into our defence. But the defence were solid and strong. Mark MacDonald, Paul McRae, David Faulkner and Conor Cormack were absolutely outstanding, as the whole team was. But we wanted more space up in the forward line, and today I think with some of the goals we got, with the passing and moving, is how we like to play, much like Kyle's. We kind of choked them, whereas they offered us space and we used that space to get the goals we wanted.